Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following our What If Deku Could See Toru Hagakure story, you know their bond has grown stronger through battles, danger, and pure heart. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more My Hero Academia stories filled with love, action, and destiny. Now, let's step back into their world, where love glows brighter than any quirk. The first rays of dawn touched you high, turning the sky gold. Deku stood by the dorm window, his notebook half filled with sketches of training, plans, and a few doodles of a certain invisible girl. He smiled, feeling a bit embarrassed. I really have no control over this, do I? A soft laugh floated from behind him. Maybe not. He turned, and there she was, faintly glowing, her lime hair catching the morning light like waves of glass and green. Toru Hagakure. Deku blinked, surprised. You're early. She giggled, her pink eyes shimmering. I could say the same for you, hero. He scratched his cheek, a little flustered. Well, I wanted to practice before class. Or maybe, she teased, walking closer. You were thinking about me again? Deku's face turned bright red. No. Maybe a little. Her laughter filled the room, warm and soft. For a moment, the world felt still, just the two of them in the morning light. Later that day, the training fields buzzed with energy. Students sparred across the grounds, but all eyes were drawn to one particular pair. Deku and Toru moved in perfect sync. Her body shimmered with refraction as she darted around him, and his own aura pulsed green, responding to her light. Prism Mirage ready, she called out, her voice clear and confident. He nodded, a determined look on his face. Let's do it. Light bent, swirling between them, and when their powers finally met, a brilliant burst of green and lime energy flashed across the sky. When the light cleared, she was standing right in front of him, chest heaving from the effort, her hair glowing softly. We did it, she said, a triumphant smile on her face. Yeah, he replied, smiling back. You were amazing. Toru grinned, brushing her lime hair back. Careful, Midoriya. Compliments like that make a girl blush. Deku laughed, rubbing the back of his neck. You're already invisible. How would I even know? Her voice softened, becoming almost a whisper. You'd know. Classes ended early that day. Deku and Toru found themselves walking through UAS garden, the air warm and quiet around them. She was carrying a small bento box, one she'd made herself. Here, she said shyly, holding it out to him. I thought you might be hungry. He blinked, surprised. You made this. Don't laugh if it tastes bad, she warned playfully. Hituk, Abita, and his eyes widened in genuine surprise. This is amazing. Her invisible face flushed, though only he could sense it. You really think so? I know so, he said softly, his gaze gentle. You're incredible, Toru. A pause settled between them. The wind brushed through her lime hair, scattering tiny glimmers of reflected sunlight like pixie dust. She looked down, her fingers fidgeting nervously. Deku, when you look at me like that, you feel like I'm not invisible anymore. He smiled, his eyes soft with affection. You never were. That night, a storm rolled in. Thunder rumbled over Dagoba Beach, the same place where his journey as a hero truly began. Deku stood by the shore, the wind whipping through his green hair. The memory of their last battle still haunted him, the Fenta's mask, the chilling echo of that disembodied voice, Midoriya. Toru was there, her lime hair damped from the rain, glowing faintly under the dramatic flashes of lightning. She stepped closer, her expression serious. "You've been quiet lately." "I keep thinking," he sighed softly, his voice barely above the sound of the crashing waves. "The phantom. They said something about the eye of reflection, and about you." Her pink eyes dimmed with worry. "You think it's connected to my quirk? I don't know. But whatever happens, I'll protect you." She looked up at him, trembling slightly, even if it means getting hurt again. He took a hand gently, his grip firm and reassuring, especially then. For a moment, their powers pulsed a beautiful, swirling light of green and lime wrapping around them like threads of fate. Later that night, the storm finally faded, leaving behind the clean, fresh scent of rain and earth. On the dorm balcony, Toru leaned against the railing, her hair catching the soft glow of the moonlight. Deku joined her quietly. "Couldn't sleep either?" he asked. She smiled faintly. "Guess we're the same that way." They stood side by side, watching the stars emerge from behind the clouds. For a long moment, a comfortable silence filled the air, the kind that said everything words couldn't. "Midoriya," she whispered, her voice barely breaking the stillness. "Do you ever wonder why our quirks react like that?" He looked at her, his expression thoughtful. "Maybe it's because they're connected. Like we are." Her eyes shimmered. "You're such a dork." He laughed softly. "Yeah. But I'm your Doric." She turned to face him, her cheeks tinged with pink. The wind gently brushed her lime hair across her face. He reached out, his touch incredibly gentle, and tucked a glowing strand behind her ear. Their hands lingered, a silent question hanging in the air. Her voice was just a whisper. "You really mean that?" He nodded, his gaze unwavering. "With everything I have." And in that quiet, glowing moment, she rose on her toes end, kissed him. It was soft, warm. The world just fell away. Green and limelight shimmered around them, dancing like their own personal constellations. When they pulled apart, she giggled, a little breathless. "You're glowing again." "So are you," he whispered back, his heart full. As they smiled under the moonlight, lost in their own world, neither of them noticed the faint red spark glowing far below the UA grounds. Deep underground, the phantom's broken mask pulsed, once with a malevolent light. A voice echoed from the shadows, cold, hollow, and filled with a chilling promise. "You think love will save you, Midoriya. The light you share belongs to me now." The red light flickered, and then began to spread. And that was part 3 of our story. What if Deku could see Toru Hagakure and fell in love with her? If you felt the emotion in their bond, their quiet strength, their love through the light, forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for part 4. The shattered reflection where love and destiny collide once more. Thanks for watching.